This program is a youth civil society organization strengthening project, but it's one of those projects tailored to the capacity needs of youth-led or youth-focused civil society organizations across different parts of the country. The program is funded by Ford Foundation. Ford Foundation is one of the development partners of Uganda Youth Network, and they have been supporting Uganda Youth Network for close to 3 years now. And the program that we are implementing today is a program that is aimed at strengthening the leadership and governance capacities of youth CSO organizations in the country.
Developing a strategy is like developing the bloodline of the organization, and that is why this training was very important. I have learned the new techniques that we need to develop a strategy that will not only steer the organization but also help us to solicit for funds and also form strategies to make sure we can join synergies and get money in other ways apart from only writing proposals to donors.
As an organization, we have benefited. We have actually written 3 proposals already. We are developing the 4th. So in addition to the business plan, we're already on our way to developing our proposals. And the staff that participated in the mobilizing resources is very keen in developing more and more proposals. So thank you very much, UYONET.
So we managed to get 2 to 3 proposals going on. So currently we are pushing them out to go for funding.
This project, or this training capacity building program called the Membership Executive Program, is going to enable and grow the capacity of our member organizations to deal with the issues of legitimacy, because the question of legitimacy comes up when NGOs are not in position to deliver the services that they aspire to deliver. Issues of governance comes up when there are issues of accountability. Organizations can't account for the money that they get from donors.
I was able to pitch on the proposal where I wrote a concept notes to the donor of the organizations. Then they were able to fund it on environmental conservation. Actually, we wanted to plant more trees to make a patch green, so we were able to receive the money for buying the seedlings.
We are working on the constitutional amendment to include some of the things that has been missing, and also the issues of the policies which have not been having. You know, we've been saying that the chairperson is the president, is the ED, is the spokesperson of the organization, and yet that is not the case. What we have learned is the ED is doing things in trust on behalf of the board and also on behalf of the AGM.
Yes, we had the structures, but they were still lacking. So as a result of the training, we managed to check our systems, strengthen our systems, our structures. Every position, every officer got the capacity building that he needed to serve in the position.
Recently, we wrote a proposal to UN. They gave us a template to guide us, but it's so good that it was approved. So I really appreciate UYONET for that.
The purpose of this project basically is to ensure that the leadership structures, the governance structures are strengthened in order for these youth organizations to deliver their mandate. Because, like I said, with a weak leadership, with a weak governance structure, it is very difficult for youth organizations to deliver. And it goes beyond just youth organizations. Even broader civil society organizations that have leadership and governance issues have struggled to grow and have struggled to deliver to the aspirations of the constituencies that they serve.
We have already formulated a procurement committee. We have also formulated an investment committee. We have also formulated the programs committee. What we have put in place is to ensure that we bring all the civil society organizations to have decisions over the organization. Actually, previously, we have been making decisions on behalf of this organization, and yet they're subscribing to form the AGM.
The other key strategic objective that we focus on is about youth and learning, because we believe in sharing and learning and drawing experiences from different young people engagements across the country, globally, but also within the East African region. And another direction that we are currently pursuing is youth economic empowerment. So our 4 strategic objectives are informed by those program interventions.
For the 5 modules we have attended, the resource mobilization module stood out for me. Why? Because we've been suffering to how to mobilize resources in our organization. Since it is an NGO and the funders, yes, the funders are there, but the way to get out to those funders.
Module 1 has been all about developing and directing strategies, where we went through how we can come up with a clear strategic plan for an organization, how we can really implement this plan to meet our intended purpose, and also create impact to the beneficiaries at the ground, which are the young people.
Our module today is leading the board. Under this module, we have been talking about how best organization members can carry out their obligations and responsibilities without any challenges. We have covered quite a lot, and among us what we have covered, we have looked at types of organization boards, and we have also looked at some of the challenges that board members face when they are doing their work. And with what we have had so far, I believe we are going to perfect our responsibilities as board members.
In my session, I was basically facilitating a conversation or a training on the current legal framework for civil society organizations. So we generally spoke about the Companies Act, we spoke about the NGO Act, we also touched on the Anti-Money Laundering Act and a few other laws that have a bearing on the legal framework of civil society organizations in the country. So overall, I think it was a very enriching session and engaging. There were a number of questions that were coming through that I think the members now have the legal position on, and I think it's going to be helpful.
And lastly, one of the beauty about this program is it's a pilot. We are piloting it, and if we get the kind of desired results we want to see at the end of the program, or even during the program, or amidst the program, is that the outcome is going to influence other development interventions focusing on young people around the region, around Kenya, around Tanzania. And that is if we do well under the current pilot. It's going to be very useful in informing how other structures work in other countries within East Africa, because Uganda Youth Network has become a module of interest.
Before this training, I was doing things the way I want. Even myself, I wasn't competent, I lacked skills, but after this training, I realized that my skill has improved, my competency has improved. I am able now to speak to different stakeholders. I can go to them, challenge them on issues of accountability.
It gave me more highlight and the confidence that I can write a proposal or I can teach my fellow staff. So after that training, I went, had my a capacity building to staff members, because we had something before, like pitching your proposal to a funder, and immediately he gets to know what you really want.
It has made life easy. You know, it has basically opened doors for us to see the different potential that was out there that we couldn't see.
Working through networks is more sustainable, more reliable. You leverage from each other's knowledge, you leverage from each other's strengths, but you also share the little spaces that you have. You share the little resources or the little funds that you have to deliver a common objective that young people can be rallied behind.
I suggest that UYONET should go ahead and maybe plan for another training for all organizations. And then also to follow up on the organizations, The beauty about this program is there is the coaching component, so I request that UYONET follows it up with our consultant.
And they shouldn't stop there. In case there are more opportunities, please let them be able to inform us, and we shall always cooperate.